Hello, welcome to behind the production of Love for You. This is a song that I wrote alongside Travis, my bandmate. I'm really happy about this track and how it turned out. We finished filming the music video a few days ago, and I'm really excited about it. We have our friend Kyle Shipley, filmographer, photographer. He's really good at editing, great guy. He's the one who's kind of making the whole video, and which is a nice relief for me because he filmed the whole last one we made for something else, but I edited it and it was not easy, so I trust him. That's not what we're here for. We are here for the song, and with this video I just kind of wanted to go through some things that are in the track, just some cool little things that I think might be interesting, because I put a lot of work into this song and there's a lot of engineering that I'm pretty proud of. Nothing crazy, but I thought it'd be interesting to show the kind of the bells and whistles that went into this song. So, without further ado, here we go. So, I suppose I should just start off with, look at all these vocal tracks. We'll get to that in a minute, because those are cool. It's fun looking at vocals and hearing them isolated, which I will please you all with mine and Travis's vocals. So, the first thing I want to go off with, though, is the keys, the main keys that kind of played throughout the whole track. This is what I first wrote for the song. I was playing on my Yamaha keyboard over to my left. I was just messing around on these keys and I just came up with this sort of melodic chord progression. And then from there I thought of the bass, which has most of the rhythm and the kind of drums that go along with it. Yeah, and so from there, I kind of just had the idea for the rhythm and the bass, which kind of go hand in hand if you don't know about music, which sounds pretentious of me to say, but anyway. But then from there, I started with the drums, and so I knew the song just needed a good, just heavy, just kick on the floor. And then from there, I wanted another kick, kind of creating another rhythm going along with the bass. Yeah, and from there I got the snare. Most of these sounds are from this cool pack that I found, that I was told that the artist Breakins uses. What's it called? Glitch with Friends. There's a whole lot of cool stuff in here. It was free. Highly recommend it. There's a lot of strange, weird stuff in here if you like making glitch music. I don't, but it's salvageable. I can make stuff out of it. Yeah, from there I used the hi-hats as well. I don't know what I was going for with this. I just wanted something that sounded interesting. So I have 3 different hi-hats all kind of going at the same time. And this one. And this one. It's all together. Yeah. And then during the choruses as well, I put this slow churn, what do you call it? Phaser. I forgot what it was called for a second. I put a phaser on here to kind of give it this sort of flow. Sort of like you're flying through space or something. I don't know. I thought it was a cool idea, and I've heard it before on Motion by Khalid. He puts that in his verse, and I thought that was just such an interesting, cool thing. So I kind of wanted to replicate that. So yeah, let's hear the drums all together. And then with the bass. Yeah. Okay, and from there, I think we should go along to the guitars. This one was never really in the track originally at first. This is just the plucking guitar that goes on. And actually, so when you hear it, when you hear it in the track, it doesn't really sound like it, but there's a kind of delay thing on it, but I'm just playing those 2 notes, so. But this just makes it so much better. which is a really great plugin I use, Valhalla Supermassive. Highly recommend it. It is free. It has a lot of cool different reverbs, delays, effects on there. So yeah, there's that. That plays through the whole song. God, what else is there? This is a little thing that I kind of put in the choruses that you can't really hear very much. But in between the spaces of "had love for you" and then it kind of goes on. I wanted something there, and it's there in the second half of the song, but the first chorus doesn't have it. So I kind of made this guitar thing create that melody, which you can't really hear very much, but I still think that it does what it needs to, just creating some sort of atmosphere. And so for this, I'm actually using a vocoded guitar, which is interesting. I like to do this a lot. I especially use this for the guitar solo, which I guess I can go to now since I'm on the note of guitars. So for this, I didn't want just a regular guitar solo. I wanted something that just sounded sort of more toy-ish. I don't know how to describe it, but I felt like I needed a little more of a synth sort of electronic. I wanted it to be interesting. I'll say that. And so what I did is I created 2 tracks that both have the same solo on it, and I'll play this one. And when I recorded it, I made sure to make it like clipping, just to kind of give it a really distorted, saturated sound. And then I duplicated that, and I created a version that has a vocoder, which, if you don't know what a vocoder is, it's kind of hard to explain. But basically, on Ableton, it uses another MIDI track that's playing these notes. So some random synthesizer that I found that sounds right. And then it basically sends the audio from that track and sort of uses this synth sound as a blanket over that sound to kind of form. So in the end, it sounds like the synth, but also the guitar, if I can really describe it that well. But yeah, in the end, it kind of sounded a little more interesting than just this. Yeah, especially on those attacks, you can hear it just sounds a little more fun, and I like it a lot. I guess we should go up to the keys. This siren plays through the whole track. This was hard to make. It took me a lot of just plugins, audio effects. Here it is. Got this EQ, cabinet, grain delay, sidechain, reverb. And then I have this utility making it wider, and then another extra little EQ just to make it exactly how I want it. And in the end, I like it a lot. It's a nice little wail in the background that I think helps with the atmosphere. And then, so alongside those pluck guitars that play, I wanted something, because these are taking up the right ear, so I have them panned right, and center. And I wanted something to fill in that low end on the left side and center, so I created this synth that I really like. I'll play that by itself first. Yeah, and then I placed that along with this, so it kind of just fills in the area of that noise. Yeah, I love that synth. I think it sounds so interesting. And then throughout the whole song, I kind of had this cool... I initially created it just for this part of the song. I'll play the actual song. All I ever want is to give love. I had this little synth. And then I just felt like it could keep going throughout the song, just as keeping sort of a rhythm and keeping those notes. And that plays alongside this synth. So yeah, just creating a lot of atmosphere. This plays a lot with the melody of the actual keys. So if I play that. Introduce the siren. There we go. If you couldn't tell, this song is heavily based off of Somebody Else by the 1975, which is a band that I am a huge fan of. Love them. And I really wanted to base this song, even the music video after that song, it was very inspiring to me. That's kind of the direction I went in with this song from the beginning. That was kind of the vibe I was going for throughout it. So up next, I think we're done with the instrumentals. So I'll just play the instrumentals by themselves just for a second, just to give you an idea of what it sounded like and what I was working with before I actually had the vocals. There you go. Let's hear some isolated vocals, I guess.
'Cause I had love for you, and I told you I do. 'Cause I won't lie to you.
Yeah, and I'll play it with everything else. I like to layer my vocals, especially for like electronic, more synth-heavy stuff that feels more floaty and I don't know, heavy. I like to layer my vocals. It gives it some solidity.
'Cause I had love for you.
So I have a left one,
Had love for you. Had love for you.
right one, and then I have backup,
Had love for you.
and my falsetto, and then a low formant shift one,
Had love for you. Had love for you.
and then the harmony. Up next, let's see, what else can we look at? Yeah, Travis's verse. Travis is a very talented singer. I might have him even come on and do one of these with me. That might be fun. So here, let's play some of that.
I think I'm losing my mind this time. 'Cause I won't get another try.
Very smooth. I love him.
Oh, never mind,
Love
I
these
think
vocals.
I'll be fine. But I can't lie, girl, you're on my mind. But you were never in it for the love.
And that's me actually doing the harmony.
Say I never gave enough.
Yeah.
'Cause the fault's all on you.
So here we have this background part that I kind of thought of to fill in the gap, because without it, it just sort of
'Cause the fault's all on you.
big empty space there.
I was
And it's just kind of like you're waiting for the next part of the chorus. And so I thought, oh, it'd be cool to actually have like background vocals and have, entire lyrics to them, like kind of something you have to kind of look for in the background of the song. So it's me and Travis. Yeah. And that goes out through here and throughout the rest of the song, which you mainly hear at the rest of the song. So for my verse,
So you say the line is drawn, but again your thoughts they spell. What's that about?
this part,
What's that about?
I thought of that in Bo Burnham's Inside. In FaceTime with My Mom, he has a sort of response echo thing that plays after in the first verse, and I think the second verse too, that I thought sounded so cool. And I didn't completely try and like copy and paste what he did, but I definitely used it as inspiration to kind of just create a sort of electronic kind of sort of robotic, not just a direct echo of what I sang before. I wanted it to be a little more interesting. So
So you say the line is drawn, but again your thoughts they spell. What's that about? What's that about? So
and that's just a couple of tracks down here.
So say the words you want, but upon deaf ears it fell.
Yeah, a lot of chopping up the vocals just to make them, because there's a lot of left and right vocals that I want to sound. If they're scattered, you can hear different little syllables. What do you call them? Consonants, especially, that like start or end later, and that will really fuck with your vocals. So I highly recommend just cutting them up and making sure they all kind of land on the same areas.
So say the words you want, but upon deaf ears it fell, this bridge is down. As it
Yeah, and then on to the
I'm
pre-chorus.
still trying to find where it went wrong.
No harmony, not a lot of backing tracks. I just wanted to be as straight, just pre-chorus, just
But me and you is not where
kind of solo
we
in.
belong.
Yeah, into the guitar solo, or the bridge, whatever you want to call it. There's something in the background here that most people don't really hear, which is just a little vocal shot that I thought of. Which you can't really hear it. I don't blame anyone for not hearing it, but it's there. Let's see, what else? That plays along with it, which I thought of a while ago. Goes along with the guitar. Yeah, and for the final chorus, I combined the second chorus and the first chorus to make it one long chorus. Hopefully it's not too long. If you think so, I don't care. For the background, I wanted to do something that Eden used to do a lot, which I'm a huge fan of Eden. I think he's been my #1 Spotify artist for like 3 or 4 years in a row. And he likes to, alongside his choruses, he'll have extra little melodies just playing around in the background in your right ear and your left ear. And I wanted to do something like that. And so I took this this little melody thing that I had in my last album in one of my songs called Shallow, which I'll play it for you right here.
I've been down and out, over and over, lost again. I've been drowning out, just trying to figure it out again.
Yeah, and then in the left ear, this plays.
Yeah, you were never there, never cared.
And that just kind of fills in the space, so I'll play it now.
'Cause I had love for you, and I told you I do. 'Cause I
Yeah, and that plays out through the whole chorus, and then I bring back the Nothing Without Love sample at the very end. I actually reversed it for the ending part to have the climax of that intro play at the start and then dissolve. And then we leave off with the keys that started the whole track to begin with. So that should be it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was interesting and that some cool things were learned today. Like I said, I'll probably do some more of these, maybe like 2 or 3, of just some interesting tracks that I want to talk about. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you liked the music video, please let me know. Leave a comment, like. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.